seconds is our new universal.
Sit tight for singles action coming up next.
Alright, now what about better Roman? Roman Ryder should get just gets an automatic rematch. So it'll be Kurt versus Roman Ryder. That'd be dope. Oh, Noire. Okay. Alright, let's see what Scomageddon has to say as he
What now?
Braun Strowman. That match was actually pretty good.
No, it's funny. Braun Strowman just appears out of nowhere.
Who?
And when you see, like, it just flashes red, there's Braun Strowman.
Oh, right.
Fuck Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Fuck all the romance.
I'm not a boss.
Wait, Branden, why are you streaming and watching this stream?
That's funny.
That's a bit strange. Fuck this shit.
Orion, what is your problem? Jeez, Orion has been getting good, has been doing good in his matches. He outdone himself at Extreme Rules. What's your deal?
Incidental.
Because I do what I want.
Yeah, okay, let's see how far that gets.
You just really want some chicken nuggets.
It's about to get out of control here, and I have a feeling that the WWE Universe is looking for some crazy tonight. Am I right? Good, because there's something that needs to be said, and
No
there's
good to me.
nobody better to say it than me. There's a superstar in the back who wanted my attention, and boy, did they get it.
Talk to Grover. I've got house
Now,
music.
Braun Strowman, come on down in this ring, and let's talk the way you've been acting. I'm sure we can clear the air and settle this like professional.
I don't think this is going to help us.
We are. Oh boy.
One from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Well, I mean, I survived.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, this is something I want to see. I'm going to need something. I hear the way you've been talking, and I don't like it. And let me just warn you.
Help me out.
When you talk to me, you put some respect on my name, or I'm going to grab these hands.
That's a good thing.
So, do you want an autograph? Or you'll go to the Vivi.com and buy one there. We're past the point of having merchandise and saving merchandise available. Alright, so you've been asking to do this for us to fun. Let's face another second. Face me like a man. Once and for all. You're already on the something so bad. Never get in a ring again. For all the trash you like to talk, maybe you should switch careers to being a garbage man. That way you get to spend as much time among trash as you
Oh, I
like.
got a
Or
PlayStation
just,
too.
buddy up with management more. You know what I mean? It's making me angry. Congratulations, you have succeeded. I was going to be content with it, but beating you into a pile of poo was now I'm really going to make you hurt.
Sir, step out of the car, please. I'll leave you be.
You're talking to the new incumbent of champion. Just got called up to
Take the next left. You need to turn left at the next jump. Up ahead, you turn left. You need to turn left at the next junction. You don't need to turn here. Watch where you're driving, you maniac! It's left at the next intersection. You're making a right at the next intersection. Easy. You're taking the next left.
And Branden, again, you will get a chance to
Straight on.
to be having matches just after that. I can't get it back at my house. I barely have time to make you guys
I
happy.
need you to take a left at the next corner. If we survive this, it's going to be a miracle.
Again, it should get the next main event. I mean, seems. Oh.
Up ahead, you make a right.
The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless.
Just go easy, Phelps.
You've helped quite enough.
I wonder how this is gonna go.
You're behind the wheel.
What's up, Jolie?
As apparently this is a Shinedown song.
Cool.
Oh, so it is by the same band that's saying Energy.
Yeah.
Oh shit, alright.
Yeah, let these two have the IC title match they should have had Sunday.
True, but remember, it was like a last minute change, remember? Because no one wanted Roman Reigns versus TJP, but supposedly that was planned. Somehow. Somehow a cruiserweight champion, a cruiserweight wrestler, teaming up with Roman Reigns? Like, what?
It's reading on TJP, well, he's back on TV, but I am not feeling his whole whiny kid thing now.
Whiny kid, what are you talking about?
Well, you see basically how he fully overreacts when he loses?
I mean, it's just how it is after a match.
Still.
I don't know what you want me to do about it.
I don't know.
I say we bust in there and...
How was that?
What's this all about? Oh, this should be good. He's not going to keep us waiting, so let's find out.
Untouchable on Showtime Live. You gotta click in and reach that trio now.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Put him down
I have to tell you, I've achieved a lot in this business. Just about everything that a superstar could achieve, and that's why I came back. But for some people, it's
So
still
what next?
Some people still want to take me down, and that's why I've been brought to the conclusion of coming back to WWE. I face the
So
best
you're the
of
first in this
every
family born
profession.
without a sin.
Time and again, I've stood against whatever opponent was waiting for me, and time and again, and I've managed to come out with the victory. So if some idiot thinks of even a
Get in the
second,
car, we're gonna leave you. Hurry up.
he has another thing coming.
Whoa! My partner!
Twist alive! these people!
Damn hot rodders. I understand you.
You'll have to excuse me, Cyrus. You must have me confused with someone who actually cares about you, or anything that you have to say. There's only one person out here who within their universe wants to see, and they want to see the best in the world to see. Standing here in this ring, I'm almost embarrassed for you. Just like a little kid who lost
Look at that cop car.
what you want me, man? You're gonna cry? It's okay. We misjudge you. Sympathy isn't for everyone here. That's why you left.
Do it. Get the car. Get it.
Out of the car, it's an emergency.
Do it.
You think that's funny? Driving off and leaving me behind?
At the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
You're taking the next left. Take the next right. Up ahead, you turn left. Keep on going through here. Through this intersection. You don't need to turn here. Through this intersection.
What?
Straight on. You're going straight here. Take the next left. Keep on going through here. Attaboy, up there you go right. Head right. Go right, just now. So wait for the next turning and go right. Take the next right. Up ahead, you make a right. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Go right. We're making a right at the next intersection. Up ahead, you make a right. I need you to take a left at the next corner. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Take the next right.
Man, you know what it is. You drive.
I can't find the skipping the rest.
You drive. Let me go over the case notes.
Well, I mean, I don't know, Orion.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Cyrus, CM Punk, fight for the #1 contender for the Universal title. While Roman Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
This is car 11 King. Go ahead and further.
11 King, 2459 suspects sighted in the vicinity of the trolley station on Lucas Avenue between Court and Colton.
And that is how it's going to be handled. And now, why is he the new champ? Because TJP and Roman Reigns, they try to make a plan to screw over Roman Ryder at Extreme Rules. Oh, Fatal 4-Way, Sky Slash, Big E, Derek, and Randy Orton. Colt versus Aiden English. Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. Ziggler versus Corbin. Oscar.
Vote on WWE, bring back the cartoon TNT.
Cody versus Mojo Riley. Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles.
What do you like that driving again?
Almost
I
there.
already know about XFL. I read into it. I've watched videos. I'm not too fond about it. And
Okay, at the next corner, hang around.
Preview, so I thought I might do.
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
And so, yeah, for this match card.
Gently.
We retain the titles, so we deserve a break.
Oh, they like on you to drive.
And you know, Orion.
Can you drive to this one?
We're gonna have to see where that leads to there. But from that point forward, I don't know, Orion.
Wait when you next streaming.
I'm
What
going
the
to
fuck? What the hell? Where the fuck taking me?
on Saturday because I don't want to.
I didn't respond to this call.
This is the play.
I was trying to do, at least I was
What
able
are you
to do
talking
some
about?
streams today, which I'm good, which I'm glad, but I will try to do another stream. If not, I guarantee you I will do a marathon of
Where?
Wolves Universe
Flips on the
Saturday.
table backstage.
Kyle, help him find the damn apple juice. So yeah, the Sky Slash and this week still on my YouTube channel. Catch you guys on the next stream.
Get your happy asses over here. What are you talking about?
Any ideas?
You said this is the place. Where? You're an idiot.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm not
pub.
riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But I'm
ear.
tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. Stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
Damn it, I lost them. I know, I lost them. I know, I'm not done. I didn't even find it. The color idiot did.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
This is car 11 King. Go ahead and further.
11 King, 2459 suspects sighted in the vicinity of the trolley station on Lucas Avenue between Court.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm not
pub.
riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But I'm
ear.
tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. Stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
Clean this asshole off the road. Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
Damn it. That just lost it. Damn it, son of a bitch, there. I'm not right. I think this time it's got too hard. I don't know why I just got this dude for idiot that's hurting our car. They throw step.
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
You can take it if you want, or not. We're not the only cops in this town.
I'll get it.
Through this intersection.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm not
poke.
riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. Stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
You're both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
I'll lose him again, damn it, your stupid ass car's got us. Because the car's got in the way. That horse did I had that little car got in the way. Didn't you?
Any Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
This is Car 11 King. Go ahead with the further.
11 King, 2459 suspects sighted in the vicinity of the trolley station on Lucas Avenue between...
It's left at the next intersection. Take the next left. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Keep on straight. Stop just ahead. Head right.
Huh?
You turn right now.
Can you drive?
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
I have to do it. I can't do it anyway. Don't tell me.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I fucking told you. I get it.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going? This is the place. Calm down. Okay, so go left at the next one.
I messed up. Let me start over. Yeah.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your head, Council. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Another body in Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
What exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Bells? Is that what your old man...
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Get in, idiot. What the hell? I can't get in there. Alright.
Don't turn here.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the ground. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
You're making a right at the next intersection. So wait for the next turning and go right. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Take the next left. Take the next right. It's left at the next intersection. Okay, so go left at the next one. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Take the next right. So wait for the next turning and go right. It's left at the next intersection.
People, get out of the way.
Turn back, we're going the wrong way. Down to the right.
Alright, remember you drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Oh, that felt good. My shoulder just popped.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Branden. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build, dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
You ain't driving.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
I'm to the railroad, dummy. What are you doing? Keep your ass.
Up ahead, you turn left.
We have a problem. We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
You're making a right at the next intersection.
The address is bogus. Purpose having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters got on the rings.
Okay, so go left at the next one.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bishop.
No!
Go right, just now.
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
Take the next left. And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
Up ahead, you make a right.
Take the next right.
Slow and steady, come on! Up ahead, you turn left.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Okay, at the next corner, hang a right.
Alright.
Okay, so go left at the next one. Jesus, don't terrorize these poor slubs. You're making a right at the next intersection.
Alright.
It's left at the next intersection.
Take the next left.
Keep on going through here. Don't turn. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Go right through here. Keep on going through here. It's left at the next intersection. Stay on this road. Straight ahead.
Take the next right.
459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Crap.
Swing left. You're taking the next left. Okay, at the next corner, go right. I need you to take a left at the next corner.
You can drive.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rig.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. got it?
I get it, Rusty. Just don't like it. Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
In front of the hydrant and I'll give you a ticket.
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Maybe someone that mentions will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now. Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
No, you didn't.
So you kill women and interfere with them. That's your M.O., Jameson?
I know some people might find what I do unusual, but I don't kill people. How can you prove that I killed this woman? I'd like to go if you're quite finished.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Okay.
You just came across the body?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Now what? I don't know, but...
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have it. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
No, you weren't.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Rawlings? I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops pull there on Tuesday nights.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Sure you do.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
There should be a game well or a phone somewhere. See if you can get an address in the liquor store.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, batch 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thank you. You know the way. You can drive.
You need to turn left at the next junction.
Idiot,
What did you make of McCaffrey?
I told you to drive.
There'll come a day.
Can you drive to this one? I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
You jealous there, Carter.
What can I do for you?
LAPD.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some from the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. Rollins bowling alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
No, she didn't.
She was an alcoholic and your friend, and you still kept selling her booze.
You ever try to stop an addict, detective? Better me than having her buy methylated spirits from the hardware store.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robin?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
I believe you.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her stay here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
I'm trying to leave. Get out of here.
You're behind the wheel. You know the way. You can drive.
Oh, hi, man. Well, you want to go work for me tomorrow? I don't want to go. You want to go for me? You want to go, Nathan? Yeah, that's what it is.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy who works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
I see him.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
I see the boy. Let me go.
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Another run. At least we got suspects.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in one of these homicides. They always seem slanted.
You know, your theories are not very tight by any means.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. I'll try to shoot out his tire.
Wish me luck. Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. That's the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Give it up, LAPD!
Ass marker.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
I hate it.
You're behind the wheel.
You're making a right at the next intersection. Up ahead, you make a right. Straight on. Keep on going through here. Straight ahead. Take the next left. Jesus, Phelps! Up ahead, you turn left. Cole! Okay, at the next corner, go right.
You know the way. You can drive.
Ass marker.
The regulars might have something else to tell you, but I don't.
If you don't mind, I'm trying to grasp a very elusive thought.
Looks like trying to enjoy a quiet drinks against the goddamn law now, huh?
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Must have missed something of Levine's liquor. For a person living rough, keeping things there must mean something. Let's get back.
You're free to speak to the regulars. Just don't shake them too hard.
You know more, boy. Talk to him.
At the moment, all I want to do is talk to the bottom of my glass.
Suck you in the middle. Something's not adding up. I'm gonna figure it out now. Let's go. To the liquor store. Something's not adding up there.
Can you drive to this one?
Phelps, leave him be.
Well, you don't see that every day. Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full roof.
Advice?
Check through her belongings, Phelps.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
I think there's more here. Oh, God. Get out of the way, Ray.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
I thought you were Evelyn's friend, Robbins.
You should learn some manners, some goddamn respect.
We're catching murderers, not running a popularity contest.
I think his name is Phil.
Yes, we can, Briar.
ATC, that's car 11K, car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, go to.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
I need you to take a left at the next corner.
You're behind the wheel. You drive.
I need to go over the case notes.
Are you on deck to the station or is that on deck to the castle? I don't freaking know. Probably the station. Oh.
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up. Aye, bye.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes, the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Tarleton didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, though. You're married, yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for the captain who have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks for your help. Can you drive to this one? You're behind the wheel.
Let me pose a question. Depends. What you got to do with it? Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away? Depends. On what? On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
This isn't what we're looking for. Nothing significant.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Not sure this means much.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in
We're
here?
from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Medal in solving all the cases?
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
No, what are you doing? You're an idiot. I ain't gonna fail. I can already tell. You're dumbhead. Keep going. Go. Where the hell did he go? Son of a bitch. Follow him. I know.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight. Give it up, LAPD!
No! Tackle him. Damn it! Asshole. I told you to tackle him.
Can't we talk about this?
Fight back. Yeah, fight back.
Can't we?
Precinct ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna. Then press triangle for a freaking grapple attack. I press triangle and it does nothing.
Can't we talk about this? Can't we talk about this?
Triangle. Can I skip this, please? Yes. Shit.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be the cafe. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. It was that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
You idiot. Get in.
What do you think?
We got suspects piling up at Central. I say we get there and work them over.
Well, idiot won't get in the car. Stop killing me! Take his car. Seems this fucking car. Where could I see a car? Now I'm stuck. Get in.
Turn right now.
Man, I don't want to drive.
You know the way. You can drive.
I just hope myself. Alright, there we go.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, Jim?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson's an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
They say we bust in there and find them.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Yeah, you did.
Doesn't look good, Grosvenor. It's either you or Tiernan from where we're sitting.
Personally, I think Evelyn is better off, but I had nothing to do with it.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Yeah, you are.
You're gonna need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth column.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. Your funeral.
It's either gonna be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Let's see. Is that two or one? That's two. Where's one? That's right.
Seems like a nice boy, putting all those hoops.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Yes, you did.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
No, she didn't.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute. But, you know, I'm not so sure.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
That'll be nice to you.
Evelyn was beaten to death with a lug wrench. We found the wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Excuse me. Like the dude.
It's been a year. What's he waiting for?
Get out of the way, Rusty, you bonehead. Oh, this one. Right here.
Find another fall guy, detective. I'm done.
Okay, now.
I put him down with my sap.
Oh. Sure.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks, man. You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Yeah, you had.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Did you give me the record, Seth?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in a prison graveyard.
Ha.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead. First platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Now we rally with the first, then try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? My company, 22nd Marines, Lieutenant. And we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Well done, lads. You did well with the Summers case. But we have a problem. The examiner received a new letter today.
Do you mind if I take a look, Ray?
Go right ahead. They've both been rinsed in gasoline like the previous letters, so I can't lift a print.
To suffer woes which hope thinks infinite, to forgive wrongs darker than death or night. Another snippet from the Shelley poem. No one else but the killer knew about this message. If the note is from the Dahlia maniac, he definitely also killed Teresa Terrell.
Mal and I agree.
But where does that leave us? If this is the Dahlia killer, and he is responsible for the Tarrelson murder, not to mention the Moloch.
Hang on a moment, Skipper.
Let me finish, Rusty. We have 5 birds in hand and none in the bush. The department will not survive a scandal if we have to let them all go without catching a fiend first. Your careers will be over for a start, George.
Looking in wonder.
Ah, fuck it. I knew this run was too good to be true.
I hid myself within a fountain in a public square.
You like that stuff? What is it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to. Forget what it's supposed to. What does he want it to?
Where are you going with this, Cole?
He's obviously taunting us. He believes he's far more intelligent than we are.
Okay, it's some kind of story, right? A guy that God hates, chains him up.
It's an symbolic meaning, but that's what he wants us to think.
Could he be using it literally? Within a fountain in a public square? Could it be that easy?
Can somebody tell me what the fuck is going on?
The fountain in Pershing Square. Come on, we have a clue. Captain, thanks, Red.
Be careful, Phelps. This is his game you're playing now.
Solve that big case.
Hey, what are you doing?
Going the wrong way.
Can you drive to this one? All those cases, Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We gotta get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not gonna take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use that as a drink.
There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short, Betty Short, Black Dahlia.
Elizabeth Short's social security card.
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out? You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak leading us around by the nose.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh beverage.